Center.
Yeah, so EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin was in San Diego at the U.S. Mexico border, vowing to stop the decades-long sewage crisis. Newsmax correspondent Heather Myers was with Zeldin at the border to hear the plan. Take a look.
This has been an issue that has plagued San Diego for decades and decades. EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin says enough is enough. He was in San Diego County to tour the Tijuana River Valley and see it for himself.
I am not going to stand before you right now and sugarcoat that smell and tell you that the situation as it relates to public health and the environment, which is the core mission of EPA, that this is a situation that can be tolerated. This is a situation that must be eliminated.
EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin held a news conference in San Diego after touring the wastewater treatment plant and the Tijuana River Valley pollution. Just over the past 5 years, the International Boundary and Water Commission says over 100 billion gallons of raw sewage has flowed from Tijuana into the river and right out to the Pacific Ocean. This includes fecal matter, trash, and environmental waste. This has not only sickened residents, swimmers, and surfers, as well as marine life, but also decimated the economy in this part of San Diego County. In addition, this is where Navy SEALs train in the water, and there have been numerous reports of Navy SEALs getting everything from severe stomach viruses to skin rashes, hepatitis, and even cancer. Zeldin maintains that his counterpart in Mexico and the Mexican president are now willing to do something about this. First, he wants U.S. officials to be able to inspect the Mexican sewage treatment plants on their side of the border. He also wants Mexico to commit $88 million remaining from the promise they made back in 2022. The U.S. federal government has spent $653 million in recent years. Zeldin says there is a long list of infrastructure upgrades that need to be addressed immediately.
Mexico needs to fulfill its part in cleaning up the contamination that they caused, their people caused. They cannot view this as a U.S. problem just because their contamination reached U.S. soil.
I asked Administrator Zeldin if he believes the roundtable discussions that he took part in while here in San Diego will speed up the timeline on any of these projects. He did not give me a specific answer on the timeline to get all of this done, but he did say that those discussions were productive and at least one timeline will now move ahead more than a year ahead of schedule. Reporting in San Diego, I'm Heather Myers. Now back to you.